Hello, everybody. So it is February 11th, Monday night, Tribe Redefine call, second call of the month. I will be sure to keep track of everybody in my team who's on so that I can add to your points for the monthly total. So I'm just going to be going and taking lots of pictures to make sure I get that in. I've already decided on the prize for this month. So just a reminder that we will do a drawing the first meeting in March, and the winner is going to get a book called The 12-Week Year. I actually went to Barnes & Noble to purchase it today, and it was on back order, so I guess I just have to do it the old-fashioned way and order on Amazon. But multiple coaches this weekend talked about it as a really purposeful, goal-driven mentality. So the 12-week year is going to be our prize for this month's points. So make sure you are racking up your totals with your powwows, doing your tracker and all that good stuff. Teresa activated her prize from last month, which is exciting. All right. So anyway, I want to do some quick shout outs. First off, we have a new Emerald in the house, Jackie. Woo-hoo! So I was playing our Green Light Go song because she is a green now. And she is on fire. She's doing amazing. She also is at SC4 already, which is fabulous. And I also want to shout out one of my coaches who are at Success Club, Leslie. Woo! Good job, Leslie's at Success Club 6. She is rocking it. If you guys already have Success Club points for the board, please feel free to put them in the chat so that we can all celebrate each other. But those are the only ones that I have access to seeing, so they're the ones that I'm sharing. Okay. So we have a lot of content, so I want to get started right away. I was going to talk a bit more about Portion Fix, and then Kevin Shaw did that training in Beachbody Champions page today, which basically says everything I was going to say. So to save time, I suggest you go over to Beachbody Champions page when we're done, or tomorrow, and you watch his training. I was excited about the Ultimate Portion Fix, but I didn't understand this certification as well because the 2B Mindset certifications just kind of like really not that big of a deal. But Autumn spoke at NLC about it. And it's just going to be super cool because it's going to be continuously evolving every single month. And it is a membership, becoming a master, the master series it's called in the Ultimate Portion Fix certification. I think it was $19.95 or something like that I saw in the FAQ. It's an ongoing membership, and every month you get video training from her and from others. So she said they're bringing in people from nutrition in the Beachbody Corporation. She listed a ton of people that they already have slated to do trainings each month that would just be for the coaches who are in the master certification program. Within this program as well, the home program, which is what a customer could purchase, they will get 36 videos, foundational videos, Ultimate Portion Fix. Coaches will get 10 videos on top of that, the coaches that do the master series, that coordinate with those videos. So it'll say, okay, you've watched videos 1 through 3. Here, coach, here's what you should watch to dial in, because these are the questions your customers are most likely going to ask based on this information. And we coaches who do the master series will also get a workbook that'll give us materials to share with our customers when they have those questions. So further resources, things that if it was all in the Ultimate Portion Fix, it would completely overwhelm the customer. It gives us more of a tool as a coach to help them walk through this program. And what this program is going to contain is tips for using the containers for our children. It's also coming with a recipe book of 75 lunch ideas for kids, a brand new Fixate version 2, ways to do intermittent fasting and to do timed nutrition with the containers, how it should be based on the type of goals you're trying to have. So it's very comprehensive. 2B Mindset is wonderful because it's this visualization, looking at your plate, understanding your food. The container system is for those of us like myself who need to be contained. Carl said that at Super Sunday, and I thought that was such a great way of putting it, for people who need to be contained. And I think more people than not need to be contained. It's going to be a great way for us to reach the Weight Watchers market. It's going to be a great way for us to reach just moms with kids who need to understand portions. And it's not like we're starving our children, but I remember last year one time putting up a picture of my kids' food at dinner time, and someone responded in a comment that they appreciate how small the portion sizes are that I give my kids. And someone else commented that they appreciated the different variety of foods that I give my kids. something that I wasn't even thinking about, but people are so confused with what we should be feeding our children. Now, to be fair, my kids had SpaghettiOs for dinner tonight because we were running around like wackadoodles. So I am imperfect, but just wanted to share that that is something that's a really big tool, and it's a great thing. Now, I'm going to dive right into 1.5 of the coach trainings that I sat through at NLC. Sat through has a negative connotation. This has not a negative connotation at all. The 4 coach speakers were Amy Rada, Ali Testatori, Keisha Fitzgerald, and Ashley Molstead. Basically, Ashley Molstead told us to put on our big girl panties and handle our life. She pretty much stood on stage and yelled at us for a half hour, and it was awesome. Amy Rada is adorable and talked a lot about being the girl next door and owning your brand, and I will talk about her another day. But the 2 coaches that I want to focus in on today were Ali Testatori and Keisha Fitzgerald, mainly Ali Testatori. She intimidated me. I don't know if any of you follow her. I think she's gorgeous, and she seems like such a trophy wife. And I don't mean that as a criticism to her. She just has that look to her, like, you know, she has Pilates class and all those stereotypes that you could put on her. And she got on stage and she was so real and so down to earth and really kicked ass. And the first thing that she said, and her focus was leveling up our team, was that last year in January, she was a lifetime 10-star diamond and a paid 1-star diamond. And now she is in the top 10 and she is a superstar diamond. And most of the coaches who spoke had this ridiculously fast transformation over the course of the year. But the fact that she was a paid 10-star diamond or lifetime 10-star diamond, but sitting as a paid 1-star diamond just opened my eyes, because she didn't treat her business like a 1-star diamond at that time, because she realized what her team had been capable of. And she fell trapped to 2017 when things got funky in Beachbody, and a lot of people who were in multi-level marketing companies, just to be in multi-level marketing companies, ditched out. So she just lost a ton of people who had built traction, but they had built traction just to build a business, not because they believed in our products and not because they believed in our mission. And when she realized the focus had to shift from just people who wanted to make money to people who really understood this and serving them better, it really took off for her. So I want to share a couple of the things that she does. There was a 4-step process, and then there's also 5 tips that go along with it. I'm going to run through these, and then we're going to do something that Keisha Fitzgerald suggested. So the 4 steps that she said as a leader she took on, the 4 realizations she needed to have, was that she needed to do the affirmation thing that everybody was talking about. And she said she saw that was foo-foo and hee-hee and kumbaya, and that was not her style. And then more and more and more people started talking to her about it. And Rachel Hollis's of the world started talking to her about it. And the Mel Robbins of the world started talking to her about it. And she's like, well, what the hell? Nothing else I'm doing is working. I may as well believe in myself. So she started to write these daily affirmations. And she said that it was amazing because it helped her align her focus. And she's like, if you're not a person who believes in manifestation, if you're not a person who believes in the dorky side of affirmation, so to speak, if you just believe in having a goal, that's what an affirmation is. So take this big, I'm a meditative, Zen person out of it, and just realize your affirmation is your goal. It's envisioning your life the way you want it to be. So she started Rachel Hollis's practice of writing down the life that she envisioned for herself. And she does that every single day. I happened to, this is an aside, listen to a podcast from the Earn Your Happy podcast on my plane ride home yesterday. And the woman that she interviewed, I forget her name, she was also quite ballsy and really raw. She mentioned an app called Think Up, in which you can record yourself giving yourself affirmations, and then it'll play them back for you. I haven't looked into it today, but it's something on my to-do list that I thought was super cool, and I'm considering doing that because I like the practice of writing them every day, but some mornings that just doesn't happen. But this idea that my affirmation could be there for me to play in an app like I'm some real cool person, like that's cool. I think that's really neat. So consider the Think Up app for that. The second thing that she needed to come into ownership was that she needed to be inviting, and she needed to be doing it fast and well. So she gave herself a goal to invite 3 coaches every single day. And when you say that, that doesn't sound like a big deal. But when you think about the fact that that is 100 invitations a month, that's a big freaking deal. And she said that was a scary, scary thought to her. But when she stepped back and said 3 a day, 3 real coaching invites a day, make all your connections, do all your challenge group posts, do all your challenge group invitations, send people podcasts, send them affirmations, give them recipes and love. But make sure in that you have 3 coaching invites a day. And she said, this is what happened. In October, she did this. In November, she did this. In December, she did this. And in January, she had her most coach enrollments that she's ever had. And she went from that 1-star back to 10-star by April. And she said she really, truly believes it was because of that. And we know in this business there's lag, so it's not going to happen overnight. But sending 3 coach invitations every day, and she said she hasn't stopped doing it since because she realized it was working. She also gave us, she said she was going to be posting, I haven't looked yet in the group, in our NLC push group, that she was going to put an example of what some of those look like. So once I can get those, I will share them with everybody, but just that's what she was doing. She also, in those 3 months, hosted a coach sneak peek every single week because she wanted to rebuild her team and she wanted to find the people who were going to level up with her. Now she said she does one every 2 weeks. Sometimes it's a formal event where she invites people on Facebook to an event. Sometimes she's just feeling it and she pops in on Facebook or Instagram Live and calls it a sneak peek. Sometimes it's a Zoom call. Sometimes it's at her house. She said it doesn't look the same every week and it has a different concept behind it, but she makes sure she has a focused amount of time talking out loud to the public about coaching every single week in that 3-month time period, which I thought was cool. The next thing was to really focus on the first 30 days and the first 30 minutes and 30 hours and 30 days document that corporate puts out as a way to onboard your coaches. She said it's so seamless and really does make a difference. And she will not have a getting started right call with a coach until they've at least done the first 30 hours. I could tell you right now, Jackie did all that within like the beginning and she's an Emerald now and has its success starters. So I think that it means something. I could just see it from experience from the coaches that I have who have taken that seriously. So I agree with her as well. She also says then on that call, she sets these 3 expectations for her new coaches. That Success Club 5 is a non-negotiable, that they should be Emerald in 7 days. Jackie, I'm happy, don't worry. And that Diamond should be a goal for between 60 and 90 days of signing up. She puts those expectations out there. She doesn't kick anyone out if they don't do that, but those are the expectations that she puts out there. She says, this is what my team is doing. And when she started saying that to them and making them believe in it, and there were coaches coming in simultaneously, they would do it together. And I think that all of us, regardless of what stage we are in this business, we at this point now, both of our teams have grown so big that we have counterparts. We have people in similar positions to us rank-wise. Look at that 60 to 90-day goal with the people next to you on this call who are in the same position as you and make it a mission and do it together. Hold each other accountable. Work on it together. You sign a coach, send out a message to the other girls who are at Diamond that you just signed a coach. Are you Emerald? Send out a message to the other coaches that are Emerald when you sign a coach. Talk to each other and work each other up and make that 60 to 90 days or whatever you decide is doable for you, make that a reality. And then finally, as leaders, because I'm telling you right now, you cannot be a star diamond coach if you are not a leader. As leaders, you need to share this expectation with your coaches, because if you are building a team of discount coaches, you are not going to hold your rank. And it's totally fine if you are building a team of discount coaches, if that is your goal. But if you want to build your rank, you need to find builders. Trust me. I am sitting here as a paid 2-star diamond or lifetime 2-star diamond, a paid diamond, because I built my house on shaky cards. And it's okay. I love all of them. But they were not business builders. I've got Leslie who's building a business. I've got Jackie who's building a business. And the rest was me building a business under people, right? And that's okay, but it doesn't last. So when you start sharing your vision, I've got 2 people right now staring me in the face in my downline who share that vision. I can't see who else is on there. Natalia. Oh, Natalia. Yes, she's my newest coach. She shares the vision because she's on this dang call, right? I could scroll around and look at everybody on here. You have to share your vision and you have to be honest. It doesn't mean you close the door on the people who don't share that vision, but those are the people you're going to work with, the people who do. So I want to show you real quick. I'm going to share my screen. It's a version of Ali Tessatori's accountability tracker. And I took something that Keisha Fitzgerald made that was very simple, and I added pieces of hers to it. So let me share. And this is what I'm going to be putting, and I'm happy to share it with you guys to create your own versions of them. But this is how it's big. Can everyone hear me still? Someone yell yes, because I can't see you at all. So it's got a lot of slots to it, and I want to explain the significance of everything. So first things first, you have, and you do this every quarter. So I started creating this on the plane. I've got quarters 1, 2, and 3 laid out. I have to put some dates in here. But part of it stays for the quarter, and part of it you work within the week or within the month. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put the rank that you would like by quarter qualification. So February 20th is the last date to hold the 6-week qualification to be paid for the bonus period within this quarter, in case you were wondering. So that's the first step. The second part of this is your monthly goals. And these, once you put them in there, they would just remain. What you would like your rank to be if you're shooting for rank, what you would like your Success Club points to be, how many new challengers you would like, and how many new coaches. Those are your goals. So you would start each month and fill that portion in. And there's 3 months in each quarter. So each month of the quarter, you would come back in and edit your monthly goals at the beginning of the month. Then a place to keep track of your current numbers so we could all cheer each other on. And this is where I added a couple things based on Keisha Fitzgerald that really jived with me. So Success Club points, new challengers, new coaches. Those of us that do our accountability call every Wednesday, we talk about this anyway. So it's a great place for us to see it so that at the call, we could just kind of affirm what's already there. But lives changed. I've added this, and it's something Keisha talks about as well. Because yes, Success Club points are beautiful, but there are so many different ways we can change lives. We could change lives by introducing somebody to be mindset, and they might just get the kit because that's all they can truly afford. And I believe it's better to help people with what they can afford than to overextend them because we just want the Success Club points. Maybe it's a family who, needed pre-workout because mama's going crazy and they need their Energize, and that's the only step they could take right now. Maybe it's someone who signed up for the 14-day free trial. Anybody you help, somebody who asked you for a podcast, a recipe. I think keeping track of those numbers is just as valid, and that's what the Lives Change category is for. Then each week, just checking off some things. Are you using the daily tracker? Could be the Success Club system, which I really like. Ali Tessatori made her coaches her own tracker, but I think the Success Club system is just as good. How many invites you're sending per day? You could put a ballpark figure and shoot for that as your minimum. Number of team calls and powwows that you're a part of. I know Jess posted about this in Team Fit Dynasty, but one thing that we started in Tribe Redefine and our sister friends here is that we have a link that runs for 24 hours. And a lot of us, after we work out, we'll just hop over to that powwow if we're not at school, if we're not working like I am, or if in the middle of the day I get a prep period and I'm able to pop on, I'll text the accountability girls and be like, hey, I'm popping on to powwow. And sometimes Teresa's already there. Sometimes Robin pops on. Sometimes Nicole pops on. And it just gives us a nice designated time that we can focus our work, and just knowing that someone may or may not be there to watch us really helps. So we keep track of how many calls we're a part of each week and how many times we powwow for our monthly prize and our monthly drawing, and that just helps. Competition's nice. And if you listen to the National Wake Up Call. And then what we also have on here is the long term. And this is what I saw on Keisha Fitzgerald, and it blew my mind. Keeping it visible, what next live event you are scheduled to attend. Not that you hope to attend, but that you're scheduled to attend. I know most of my coaches can put in here that they're going to April Super Sunday because we've all booked it already. We're ready to roll. If you're going to Summit, this is a good place to put that. If you have nothing to put down, I'm telling you, that's going to be a hindrance to your business long term. These live events are everything. We've said it before. They say it on the National Wake Up Call. It's not rhetoric. It is accurate. There is something electric about the live events. You realize how truthful the mission of this company is, and you realize you're not alone in this business. It's really easy for us to sit behind this computer and say we're not alone because we see each other's faces in these little boxes. But when you can really see and experience and hug people and hear the emotion in their voices and witness the tears in their eyes when Sigi is kicking their butt in a workout or laughing at the jokes of the MC, like you can see this in person, there is nothing like it. And then I've added a space for if somebody would like to have a one-on-one call with me. And that's something that my team has been doing. We make a schedule and they can go in and find it. But what I really liked, and I don't like to be this way, but I think it's really important because our teams are just growing and growing and growing. It's important to earn that kind of one-on-one attention. And that's kind of silly or I don't know, rude of me to say perhaps. But there is something to be said about, you know, giving your time, especially as our teams grow, to the coaches who are putting in the effort. So what Allie does, and I like this, is if somebody has hit any one of the goals that they've set for themselves, then they can have that one-on-one call. And I think it's valid because if you haven't hit one of those goals, maybe then you can message me or message Jess and be like, hey, I'm struggling. Can we have a call? Like I'm trying to hit these goals and I'm not. But if you're hitting at least one of the goals, it means you're putting in the work. And we're all here trying to build a business, and our time is important, and our time is money, and our time is lives changed. And I hope that's not coming across as being bratty or rude, but if you want to have our attention and our guidance, then you need to be putting in the work as well, so that some of the work that we can put in can be dedicated to you. Because I promise you, it's not easy running teams. And a lot of you know, you have downlines. It's not easy putting together your own schedule and creating all of this. So you want to make sure that when it comes time for that one-on-one FaceTime, you give your coaches their getting started right call. And then as long as they are reaching for goals and achieving one of them, any one of those on the list, then we can chat face to face. Otherwise, you've got our accountability threads. Text me all day long. I don't care. But I want to sit down and have a Zoom with you and really game plan. I need to know you're working. And it's valid. It's valid. And Allie made me realize that because it's something I've struggled with, is creating those boundaries. So anyway, okay. A couple of her quick tips. I realized the time. Oh my God. She had so much. I'm still on the first page of her notes. It's kind of insane how much they said. And she spoke twice. It was just one of her speeches. Now she decided that when she had to make this shift and she made this document, she called her level up. My word for the year is intention. So I made this the mission intention document. So what she talked about to get her coaches to level up, and for me for mission intention, is that she looked at her team and she assessed their strengths and she focused on 5 people plus. So she said, you need to make sure you've got 5 people who are understanding this process. And if you don't have 5 people, then that's the kind of people you need to be looking for. And making sure that you've got your 5 coaches or want to be your prospects that you're focusing in on at a time. And once you get in a good groove, you add from there. But she said, if you're trying to make 10 coaches run, you're going to be spread too thin. If you're trying to get 10 prospects to move into coaching, you're not going to be dialing in enough effort with those people. So do it 5 at a time. And as 1 or 2 get comfortable, you slide more people in there that you can work with, because then they're figuring it out and their wheels are turning on their own. I already talked about the leadership benchmarks that she talked about. They were the things above, about 3 coaches, 3 invites, rank, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then she talked about creating an action plan, and that's where the book, The 12-Week Year, comes in. She said this is part of that action plan, but there's also a calendar that I'm in the process of putting together that I would like each of us to have access to, that will have benchmarks built in for, regardless of what your goals are, whatever your rank goals are, your Success Club goals are, it has the benchmarks. It'll say your goal should be met halfway by now. Your goal should be met completely by now. This is when you should be thinking about your next quarter goal and setting those plans. It's really, really cool the way she has it set up. And I'm trying to just make it usable for us and share that out. She also says that it's really important that you, as a leader, go live every single week as a leader. So whether it's in your own team page, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, just talking to the world about something you really are good in, let people see you as a leader. She says it's so great for them to see our struggle and that we didn't want to press play today, or I fell during my workout, which I truly did a couple weeks ago, or, you know, all of these things where we're overcoming stuff. But she said, you got to once in a while brag on something you've done to lead. And people will start seeing you as a leader, and people will start seeing that girl who struggled is also a leader. And it's really easy to say that they get that already, they get that vibe, but sometimes people don't. You have to spell it out for them. We have to just be direct. So we are really getting good at sharing our story and showing what we have to overcome, the mountains we've overcome, and having a solution and everything, and having our stories that we pull from, our 100 stories that we came up with last call. But what we need to also do is show them how freaking good we are at leading. Like, look at all the people on this team call. I'm going to take a picture of that, and I might brag about it, right? And you should do the same. Like, look at me showing up because I want to be a good leader. I'm showing up for a team call. Like, brag about that. It's okay to do that. It's okay to be honest about it, because then people who have that natural desire as well are going to start being drawn to us. And we will attract the people that we are. We will attract the people who we used to be and who we're becoming, but we need to be clear in every aspect of that. So don't play it small. Be honest with your leadership. It's cool. But also meet your coaches where they are at. So have a quarterly plan or a custom plan each month that's attached to them. So when we're filling this out, or whatever it is that you're going to be doing, say what your goals are and hear what their goals are, and then help them strategize to that goal. Don't look at your coach and be like, oh, you want to go emerald? That's awesome. I think you could actually go diamond. Don't do that. You're going to scare the SHIT out of them, right? Show them what that plan could look like and hope they overreach, and show them how to overreach. But meet your coaches where they're at. Show them your goal. Have goals. Have a plan, but have a plan that's actually what they can physically do, what their time will allow, what their interests allow, what their desires allow. And that's going to spell long-term longevity. And that's what we want. We want to duplicate. And what she said that I thought was so cool. Duplication doesn't mean making mini yous. Duplication means showing people they can lead and have systems that work, and then they lead and have systems that work. It doesn't mean they have your system. They lead and have their own system. So just like my goal might not be Melissa's goal, but my goal and her goal should both have a plan, and we should both know how to work towards those plans. So make sure that's the thing with duplication, because if we're scaring people with our big ass goals and they're not there yet, we're going to scare them away, and we're going to scare them out of being consistent. So show them what consistency looks like, regardless of how big or small their goals are. Now, finally, what she said is leadership starts with you and your belief in yourself, and then your belief in your team. So own your ability to have goals. Own your ability to show up for your business. Own your ability to be there for your downline and for your customers and for your family. Own your ability to do all those things, but you have to do it by owning yourself first and knowing what you're capable of. Most of you sitting on this call have been in this business for a while, or have been in this coaching world as a customer for a while. You see that it's sweat and tears. And she likened coaching, most of the coaches that talked likened coaching to our fitness programs, to our journeys with our fitness programs. And when we finish one, we keep going with another one, and we keep going with another one. And that same consistency and that same planning, like our meal planning, and that same pushing play with a workout, just like pushing play for a power hour, that same effort and focus we put into our fitness programs is what we need to put into our leadership. And it'll see consistency, and it'll see results, and we'll get shredded arms like we get shredded teams, right? So keep that in mind. I thought that was really cool. So it starts with your belief in you, and then it'll transfer to your belief in your team. All right, now for Acacia. I'm not going to teach you anything about that because I don't want to talk anymore. This is when you need your lists. I hope everyone brought lists of prospects. All right. Acacia is a competitive person. I'm a competitive person. So we're going to have a good time. I am going to, let me set the timer first. If you need to go, it is 9:30, so you are welcome to go, but we are going to do, no, stop, timer. All right. You can't even see. I just realized I hadn't shared my screen yet. So you're like, what is this chick yelling at? What is her problem? All right, here we go. Can you see that? I think you can. We're going to do what's called 11 and 22. We're going to send 11 invites, and we're going to do it in 22 minutes. And you're going to see this countdown the entire time. If you can see me, I don't really know if you can, I'm going to be using Instagram, and I have my list of people that I'm sending messages to. You're welcome to stay muted and do voice messages. I won't do that because I want to be able to talk you through some of this. Maybe I'll do some voice messages and you'll just hear them. But I want you to be bold. 22 minutes, 11 invites. You can invite them to join you for the next phase of Transform 20. 3 of these invites should be to coaching because of what we just talked about. You could invite them to a free group. I know a couple of you have free groups running right now. You could invite them to, I forgot to say something, and then this could be something you invite them to. What I would like us to do, and something that the coaches talked about, which is such a duh idea, we do these Zoom workouts. We invite them to the free workouts. We can host free workouts like that as well, just by Zooming them. So what I would like to do leading up to Ultimate Portion Fix is every Saturday do a Zoom workout with one of the 21-day fix or a little obsessed or something workouts. So I think we should start inviting to those. You guys can come up with little pods of people to host them in your own time zones or however you want to work this. But it's totally free. They wouldn't need the membership because we would be providing the workout for them right on Zoom. We would just be streaming it there. They just need to show up in their living room with us and do the workout. And this way they get a taste of autumn. A lot of coaches said they do this leading up to every single launch, and it creates such a sense of, in for these people. It would be lovely if everybody just dove right in and trust, or if everybody did the 14-day free trial and did Sean Week before Transform 20. But we know people don't want to give their credit card. They have all these excuses. So doing these little Zoom workouts on Saturdays leading up to it could be really cool. So I'm going to be inviting to that. I'll figure out the details later. That's such a bold leadership move too. You just invite and then you plan after. That's real. All right, here we go. I'm starting the timer right now. If I can get this screen to go back. On your marks, get set, go. It's basically like a Transform 20 workout without falling off of a step, or is that just me? Maybe I'm the only one that falls off of my step. Don't check messages. Don't reply to messages. Just invite and be bold. I've got my list. In fact, I think I'm going to do voice messages. You can mute your computer if you don't want to hear me. Pardon me for being super bold with this chick. Hey, Dana, it's Pam. I know we haven't talked in a bit about this, but you know where my heart's at, and you know that I believe Tribe Redefine would be made more perfect with you as a part of it. I love that you're branching out, you're doing your thing with Orange Theory. This would be such a cool way for you to reach more people. You know it, I know it, so let's make it happen. What do you say? Boom. I've got my Micah Folsom on. That's one. I should have charged my phone. That's two. Moving over to Messenger for this one. This girl's not on Instagram. Jess, it's Pam. It's been forever since we touched base. How are you doing? I love that you've been interacting more with my stuff again. I hope that your school year's going well. I never see you at karate. It kind of stinks that the boys are on complete opposite teams now. But I just wanted to see if you've been liking on that Shaun T stuff because it interests you, because I think it would be a cool program for you. I know with our busy teaching schedules, 20 minutes has been a godsend for me. So if you'd be interested, I'm starting a second round in a couple of weeks, and I'd love to make you a part of it. Hey, Teresa, it's Pam. I hope that I get to see you at karate this week. I don't remember when you said Natalia would be back, but I like that Dominic's class at least still overlaps a bit. Anyway, I'm getting bold here because, you know, Nicole and I love seeing you show up in our challenge group so often, and you always do so well with the yoga retreat. This weekend showed me just what was possible with coaching, and I know that it probably scares the crap out of you and would feel so outside of your comfort zone, but you really do inspire me with just how realistic you are with everything, and I know you could inspire people. And I also know you have such a network of people that you could be talking to and helping them feel as good as you feel. So if we could get this going, I would love it. And if you have questions, I could answer those for you. I see this for you, and I see you as a part of my tribe long term. So let's talk about it. I think you all should be listening to me do voice messages from now on because it's making me feel very particular in my word choice. So thank you. Okay. I need to use my computer for that one. Nadine, Katie. I'm overthinking. Is anyone else overthinking? Hey, Allie, just following up on our last convo, see what you were thinking. I know that, you said the Shaco can sometimes pile up in your pantry, but there's just so much else benefit to coaching. That was improper grammar, I apologize. Beyond just a discount on Shakeology, but the community, the opportunity that's there, that's awesome. But you've got kids, and we've got just so much that the kids can benefit from in terms of beach bars and daily sunshine. And if I don't get some daily sunshine in my house soon, I think my kids are going to go nuts. Beyond that, I just know you'd be awesome because you're down to earth. You are always honest. You're always true to yourself. And that's what inspires people, just when others are honest and believe that they can do something big for their own health. And that would inspire. I know it would. So what do you think? All right, I sent those two today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm up to 5, and we have 16 minutes left. I'm going through these faster than I thought. Now this one I'm gonna do, and I'm embarrassed. Like, this one scares me. Here we go. Hello, Fallon. I know you probably thought this was coming after our conversations the last week or two, but it's just been super nice getting to chat with you again, considering you were such a big part of my childhood. But I was at this leadership conference this weekend in LA. You may have seen some of my stories. I'm not sure if you caught any of that. And it just inspired me to be more bold and more honest and to share this opportunity because I love it. Now, here's the thing. I'm not asking you necessarily, unless you want to, but I just know that you could definitely talk to me about some people in your life who could use this, whether it's coaching alongside of me or having me coach them. I just know with how wonderful of a person you are, you've got plenty of women in your circle who could either do what I'm doing or benefit from being a part of it. If that is you, that would be even better, but I don't want to jump that kind of shark already in our relationship as it's just building back up. So anyway, I'm rambling. I got cut off. I got to keep going. So you can tell me if I'm crazy. You can tell me if I'm annoying. You can tell me if you predicted this invitation coming from a mile away. But it's just truly been nice getting to know you. So either way, or getting to know you again. So either way, whatever you decide, I'm cool. I just would really like your stamp of influence in this tribe. Yeah. See ya. Oh boy, I see someone's responding to one of the voice messages I just left. And no matter what, I'm not going to look at it in this 22 minutes. Oop, yep, goodbye. There was the beep. Don't do that. It distracts you. Ignore them. Plus, we're inviting. We're not responding to messages. That's a really huge part of making sure you are focused. Hey, Kim, it's Pam. How is Mom of Two life? We miss you in a little challenge group, and I miss you in Tribe Redefine. And I was sitting here creating my dream team list in LA this weekend, and your name popped up again. I know it was something that you felt called to do, and then your little guy was coming, and it just didn't feel like the right time. I would kick myself if it is the right time and I didn't follow up with you again, because you've always been such a sunny light in people's lives, and I think coaching would be the thing to make that happen even greater. So let me know if this is something you'd be curious about again. I know you know all the details. I don't have to get into them. And if not, that's cool too. Maybe you just are ready to join the challenge group. Let's chat. Ooh, dropping open highlighters is not a good thing. Hope we're doing well. I gotta look. Quick show of hands. How many invites you've sent so far? Quick. All right. Be bold, Jana. Just power through. Just power through. Can't see how many hands, more hands. I'm scrolling through because I can only see 4 of you at a time. Go, girls. Teresa's on fire. Jackie, yes. Good job, Melissa. Good job, Stephanie. Come on, Brittany. Keep it going. Go, Nicole. How's everyone else? Some of you are black and white. I can't see. All right. 12 minutes. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7. I'm sending some texts because I'm inviting my cousins. This one scares me. I hit send. Ugh, damn memory jogger, making me reach out to my family. trying to text my cousin, hi, Lovey, and it keeps auto-correcting to Lock. That's not what I'm trying to call her. My Instagram freezes a lot recently. I can't get out of my messenger. There we are. Who was I going to? Seven minutes. One. I'm sending all of these from my coach list. I just realized. 10. I've got one more. And then I'm going to keep going. Because if you finish, you keep going. How's it going? If you're on your computer, maybe share the text of one of your invites in the chat. That would be fun. Spread your wealth. Melissa, so in all the chaos that's going on in our neighborhood, I would just like to share with you a positive, and that is that I still want you to be on my track. Alexa is talking to me, and I'm not sure why I'm talking to you. Anyway, I just wanted to say that you are so fun and so funky, and I know you like our programs, and I know you like me, so think about you could hang out with the programs and me more often. What do you say? I'm doing some follow-ups now as well. Now that I hit my 11, these might not come across as bold invites. They're veiled invites. I just need to start up conversations with these people again. Hey, Kylene, it's Pam. Just wanted to give you a little follow-up, see how things are going, if there's any way that I can help you make BOD better, if I could re-engage you in the group at all, whatever it is that you need from me. And also wanted to see if, you know, you were thinking about that Shakeology for a more long-term approach. It's just so good for us teachers. It's so good for us in general, but it's so convenient. It's the best way for us to get our nutrition in the middle of the day when you never know how long we're going to have for lunch, if we're even going to get to put our butt in a chair. So if we can talk about how I can help you do that and save some money or even make some money, that'd be cool. But either way, I just want you to be healthy. So if I can do something to redirect you in Beachbody On Demand, that's an even better place for us to start. Let's talk soon. See ya.
Boom. I just hit 11. Woo!
Nice job. Who is that? Who said that?
You know, just the best teacher in Wisconsin.
Oh, Mindy, I can't see anything. It's like I only have a few people on here.
Yes.
4 minutes.
I love Mindy's voice. I love her accent.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
No, I'm sick too, so it probably sounds really like a big old farm girl from Wisconsin.
You sound like my husband's family. Maybe that's why I like it. They're from Illinois and Wisconsin.
Oh, are they? So I grew up in Minnesota, actually, but I lived in Wisconsin my adult life. Probably more, yeah. So anyways, I never do 11 in 22 minutes, so thank you, Pam.
Exactly.
I might keep
We've
going.
got 3.5 minutes left for those still going.
Can I do more? Just kidding.
Yes.
Of course I can.
Don't kid. Just do.
I'm doing.
Do. Jackie, get Stephanie.
I'm just going to pay her to do my Instagram.
Yeah, just going to pay her to do my meals.
That too.
Is it really just the 4 of us? Where did everybody go?
No,
you just have to scroll.
Oh, sorry, everybody. Hi.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm at 11.
Nice. Ooh, Lisa. Oh, my Instagram is drunk. Hey, Nikki, hope you're having a better day. I just wanted to say hi. My team and I are doing a challenge to reach out to as many people as we can in 22 minutes. And I already hit my number. I was looking at my list of people who I like to chat with, and your name was there. And I just wanted you to know that while I know this business doesn't feel like it's in the cards for you, and joining my groups doesn't feel like it's in the cards for you, I'm just glad that it got us talking and got us in community with one another. So I hope you're having a better day. I hope you're feeling good. And if I can be a light, just let me know how. Where did she go on my list? "30 seconds. Send that last invite. Make it a grand one. Best one yet. Like, you ready? Game on. "10 seconds. Damn it. Ding, ding, dang. 3 seconds. Oh. Now Stacy, I'm sorry, I just sent you a recording of a timer because I'm doing a challenge with my team and my timer went off. But thank you so much for all your insight today. It was really fun chatting with you, and I hope we get to know each other more. I know that our businesses look totally different and the scope of them is totally different, but my mission is just to help women and connect with women. And I think our conversation today was a good start in that. So if I can ever do anything to help you out, you know where to find me. You know what my niche is. I know you've got your fitness thing down, but you just inspire me in your own way. And so I appreciate that. And I'm glad we have connected. Talk soon. All right. I'm going to stop my share, which may or may not have been working anyway. You guys are awesome. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you found some confidence, you found your voice, and I hope that you do things like this more often and just get bold and work from lists and have systems and own your intentions. My peeps, I'm going to be sharing that document out with us tonight. So you'll be able to go on and edit it. If anybody else would like a copy of it that you can edit for your own teams, be my guest and ask, and I will share it with you. Just make sure it's on Google Docs. So make sure when you get it, you make a copy for your own self before you edit, because Google will automatically edit. If you just start editing, it'll be our document that you're editing. So just make a copy. It's real simple, and then you can manipulate it however you'd like, share it out with however many people you would like to. I've got so much more to say from NLC, so I plan on bringing that all to you guys with live videos and things. It was ridiculous, and every single one of you puts on a goal, long-term goal for where you'd like to be next year. It's totally within reach. Get to 1 star and you qualify, get to 2 star and they pay for it. It's that, I mean, I don't want to say it's that simple, but that's basically the requirement. You need a lot of elite points within there, but if you're doing those 2 things, that kind of comes. So it's worth it. It was a day and a half of trainings, and I have dozens of pages of notes, and just experience that you can't get anywhere else. It's not like Summit. It's totally different and totally worth it. So consider it, make it a goal this year, next year. One thing that one of the coaches said, and then I will stop talking for real. Actually, it was not a coach. It was, what's his name? Doug Moss, who is one of the leadership guys, one of the corporate guys. He said that a goal isn't accomplished until you win. So if it doesn't happen in 2019, it'll happen in 2020. It doesn't mean it's no longer a goal or that you failed. It just means you need more time, but it doesn't end until you win. So make it a goal, and whenever you get there is when you're meant to get there. And whenever you get to those ranks and whenever you get to those Success Club points, you're meant to get there. Just make sure you always have a goal. You always have something to reach for, and you'll be sure to win eventually. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and do your own 22 and 11 or 11 and 22 challenges whenever you can. It kind of puts a little fire under your rear end. All right, chicks, you rock. I'm going to stop the recording.